There is no doubt about it. Creating content for marketing your business takes effort. You have to figure out what your target audience might be interested in. You have to come up with a topic. You have to do some research. You have to write, edit, improve. So when you do go through the trouble of creating content, you want to make sure that it stretches as far as reasonably possible without, of course, degenerating into spam. Essentially, you want to write once and publish multiple times. As a business coach, I create and share a lot of content as a way of promoting my services. And over the past months and years, my team and I have worked hard to develop a process for getting the most out of every piece of content I create. Today, I thought I would share with you how we do this and how you can do the same for your own business. To illustrate the process my team and I follow, I'll use an article that we published a few months ago titled 7 Questions to Ask Yourself Before You Quit Your Day Job. So the first step is to write the article. Of course, you might have a topic in mind that you could turn into an article. You might have something that you published years ago that's basically evergreen content, which means that you can update or expand it and end up with a new piece of content. And in fact, that's what we did with this article. The bones of this piece are from an article that I published back in 2013 on a different platform. And I just felt that the content is still relevant today, so I repurposed the idea to create something new. Number 2, publish it in your newsletter. So for many of you, the first point of content distribution will be your own email newsletter. Now, this isn't a step that I have been doing religiously because I deliver my content directly on my site, although I do use email to announce the content when I publish it. But I include the step here because it's often the best place to start. Step number 3, post it to your blog. So you're going to want to get that information. Once it's lived in your newsletter, you want to go ahead and post the same content to your blog. And that's precisely what we did with this article. Also, it's not unusual to reverse this process. So if you prefer, you can publish to your blog first and then put some of your most recent blog articles in your newsletter. Step number 4, create pullout quotes. So my team will scan the article for quotes, statistics, and questions they can pull out and use for promotional purposes. For example, in one section of this article, I talk about finding time to work on your business. And I suggest that maybe you could get up early on Saturday mornings to get some work in. So we pulled out the following quote: "A Saturday morning sacrifice could be the key to living your freelance dream." We also pulled out the following quotes: "The safest path to freelance success? Become a chicken entrepreneur." How will you know if you're ready to quit your day job? By deciding ahead of time what being ready looks like. Step number 5, create social media posts. So we take these quotes and we pair them up with some stock images to create custom images we can use on our social media platforms. With all the pieces in place, we'll then use a tool called Meet Edgar to schedule and post these updates to our social media platforms. So here's an example of what I posted to my personal Facebook page. And here's what we used on my business Facebook page. We also create a custom image for the article, which is what we shared on Twitter. And once we've shared the content multiple times on my social media platforms, we then create a video of the content, which in fact is what we're doing right now. And to do this, I essentially just read the article out loud and record the audio. Man, talk about meta. Then one of my team members will create slides to accompany the audio. We combine the audio and the slides to create a video, which is essentially a live PowerPoint presentation of the content. When the video is ready, my team then uploads it to my YouTube channel 2 weeks after the original article went live. Besides YouTube, we're actually starting to upload these videos to Facebook, and soon we'll be doing the same to LinkedIn. Step number 7, write a LinkedIn article. LinkedIn allows users to share entire articles via LinkedIn Publisher, and that's another place that I will share my content in. About 4 weeks after posting the article to my own site, a team member will upload the article to LinkedIn Publisher, and we wait 4 weeks before publishing it there just to give Google enough time to index the article on my site first. You can see a list of my articles on LinkedIn under the See More Articles area or link, and you can drill down to see the article itself. Step number 8, use Medium. Now, before we're done with this whole process, we also post the article to medium.com, which is a content platform And we do that after a 4-week delay or so. Although this is something we're playing around with, it's still a work in progress. We're just starting to experiment with that platform. So I hope this gives you ideas about just some of the ways you can share, distribute, and repurpose your content for different platforms to get the most bang for your writing buck. Again, the idea is to write once and publish multiple times. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel every single time. Leverage the heck out of everything you write. Publishing and sharing to different platforms really is a valid way to reach different audiences because not everyone has the same go-to platform. So for example, Twitter versus Facebook. Some people prefer one or the other, or they're paying more attention to one or the other at any given time. Or not everyone has the same preferred mode of digesting content. For instance, written content versus video versus audio, and not everyone is paying close attention to any one medium or platform at any given time. So by doing this, you're increasing the probability that someone will come across your excellent content. Now, one quick thing. If you're worried that Google will penalize you for republishing your content in multiple places, don't worry. SEO experts agree that you would have to do this dozens and dozens of times with one piece of content before it raises red flags with Google. But one quick word of caution. When you apply this approach to your own content, always remain respectful of your readers. Do not step over into spam territory. Rather, your goal is to provide high-quality content that helps existing followers, attracts new followers, and builds trust and fosters long-term relationships. This has been Ed Gandia with High Income Business Writing. To learn more tips and strategies on how to earn more in less time doing work you love for better clients, visit us at b2blauncher.com.